All right, all right, all right. So, this is CSB 853 coming at you full throttle. Oh, sorry about that. And today, after my first video before this one, um, yes, My Hero Academia. That movie, boy, you don't understand. Oh, cat's acting goofy. Hold on. Get down from here. Crazy cat. All right, so My Hero Academia, Rise of the Hero. So here's my review, power up review. As such goes, I start with some of the out stuff, try to avoid the spoilers, getting all powered up, and then afterwards, spoiler time, fully powered up, super review. So, first and foremost, this movie was beautifully drawn. It was a very nice pace of the story. Boom, boom, boom. It had drama. It had heart. It had magic. It had all that flair. The voice acting was good. I like how the characters interacted with each other. It was very enjoyable. Nice people in the theater. It had you going, had your emotions going in a roller coaster. Like, yeah. It made you laugh. Made you feel good. It made you feel sad when it needed to be. It made you feel desperate. Desperation. I kid you not right now. Every person in the theater except for this one jerk who was like, "Oh, series still going to blah 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 blah," and it's like, even his girl, and it's funny because after the theater, the thing went off, this girl kind of got with him, like, "Yo, what is wrong with you? Like, you're trying to mess with people's experiences." I was like, "Ooh, you in trouble." So yeah, but even some people are like, "Yo, shut up," because it was so compelling. It drew you in, even if you knew. It was like you forgot and you experienced it right there, and it's just like you went through it. And it was like, yo, and it was like it took away. It drew in. It was wonderful. How everything seamlessly went into it. It harked back. From what I could tell, it seemed like the series is basically well, this is after the third season and a little bit into the fourth season. So I haven't watched the fourth season yet. I try to watch most of my shows by the entire season because I don't like waiting and stuff all the time. So yeah, there's that. And the franchise, it was fun. With this particular movie, I keep saying franchise. It was interesting. You felt for the villains and how they did stuff. Actually found one of my new favorite villains in there. I will talk about that more in the spoiler or the super review. It was heartfelt. Like I said, people were crying at parts. There were some cool things that happened in it. The villain was very threatening. Actually, all the villains were extremely threatening. And even with the kids and stuff, it was like, yo, wow, this is like a heavy fight. It felt like it meant something. I'm trying to think of anything else. The characters were the characters, but there was a lot in there. The island that they're on, it was the people and their interactions were really cool. It felt very genuine. It felt just all around, just well thought out, well there. So I would say that if you're a fan of My Hero Academia, you may want to watch this. So now I just did the power up part because I want to get into this super review. I'm gonna actually put this one as my first on this channel. Yeah, should be my first. Probably gonna be wrong, but this one I know I'm right. So now we're powered up, and I'm gonna give you the review. But before I do, let me give you my rating. So if that's all you wanted from here, then that's it. But like I said, if you're a fan of My Hero Academia or anything like this, take your friend. They will have a really good time. As a matter of fact, I kind of actually think I might try to see it again. So that should tell you. Honestly, from what I felt and the emotion that this movie got out of me, and all the different places and the times, as the series does too. The way this guy writes it is with so much passion and love, and that's why I was a little upset that people are just harassing him like he doesn't have love for these characters and what he delivers. But people always have to whine and complain about every little thing. Hey, kitty. So, I'm actually going to put this one as my first ever blew my mind. Yeah, blew my mind. That is my top highest honor. If you're trying to figure out what he's talking about, blew his mind or anything like that, that's my rating system. Go back to that. I may actually put a link in the description. I might just do that. But I did do a video that explains my rating system. So yeah. Now we're about to that last part that in 3, 2, 1, spoiler time. This is your warning. Time to go. And away we go. So, this movie had everybody in the theater laughing, crying, tearing up. The villains were a beast. Johnny Young Bosch is he's just superb. I freaking love Johnny Young Bosch. He's cool. He's awesome. I even said something to him on, I think it was Instagram. Yeah, it was Instagram. Usually I'll say something, right? About, I'm going to see this on my birthday. It's coming out. And this was days after he posted. He literally responded and was like, that is so cool. Thank you for that and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you really pushed it, okay? He's in my favorite video game series as Nero. My favorite is Dante, but Nero's pretty awesome and he's in there. Like, Johnny Young Bosch is so cool. And the second most prolific Power Ranger, I think still to date, Tommy's the number one. As many times he's been a Power Ranger. Yes. This series was so cool. And it was great because it drew everybody in. First off, just how it is, gave characters who were very strong their moments to shine. Hokage is my guy. Basically, if you don't know who that is, I call him Kage. But if you don't know who that is the bird dude, bird head in the shadow. That is my dude. He had a moment in this movie. And because he's one of the stronger characters, and I love the fact that they acknowledged that. So he was taking on one of them, and the villains was cool. And my new favorite villain is actually not Johnny Bosch's character. He had a similar thing to One for All, and the way he did his though, he was 9 because he only had 9 he could carry. But the way he was doing it, he needed a cell regeneration and the kids. And then I felt it because the kid stepped up and he was like, no, I got to be a hero. And Midoriya came out and his sister. And it was just, I loved how they all came together with so much emotion and how they can use kids. And then these kids and Midoriya can make you feel a certain way. And Bakugo was crazy as ever. But then yet Bakugo still had that I'm a hero. He's just that anti-hero kind of guy. It was so cool. And oh my god, because I cannot remember the girl's name with the red hair. But Puppet Master was awesome. How he took Bakugo. Bakugo got angry. I was like, no! Because he's just that ridiculously powerful with his explosions. But he's also that determined. So that was really cool. And how he did the puppet power was just awesome. My new favorite villain in this series, at least one, is Chimera. I think the dude was just awesome. Not even just as a villain, just as a character, I would love to see him some more. The fact that he was such a monster, he was so strong. And he had that wolf thing and the cigar, he was just eating everything they were throwing at him. And it was just I was like, I love this dude, the way he talked and everything. I wouldn't mind seeing that guy a hero in something else. It was just so cool just to see with the cigar. He's like, I'm not even playing with you. And the sugar dude was like, I got sugar rush, I'm power. Poodoo. And he was like, yeah. And even, oh my God, I can't remember his name right now. Because I haven't watched it in a while, some of their names have escaped me, but I know who they are when you say it. I think it's Todoroki. The one that has the flame and the ice, and he even tried to do something, and the dude was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, what? That guy's insanely powerful. He was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. And, oh my God, the way they handled it so much with the kid wanting to be a hero, but his thing is that cell thing. He's like, well, I can manipulate cells. And then he was like, I have to. And they were like, no, he's like, no, I have to. And the girl with the illusion. And as they got attacked and just the stuff. And I got to get the Two Heroes movie because I actually didn't get to see that in theaters. And I was very upset about that. So I'm happy I got to see this. And actually, I want to own this series. I love My Hero Academia. But when I knew it was something tough besides the one jerk, when everybody in the theater, you could hear them crying, especially this one girl. She was into it like so hard. We were laughing because you could tell. But like, oh my gosh, when they did the thing and Midoriya kept trying to fight and the dude was letting his power out and he thought he'd get him and it was like, nope, nope. And it was like every single time they thought they were getting ahead, they were getting knocked back down harder and they could barely. The first time they got annihilated, the second time they got annihilated. And you seen like the girl with her gravity thing, she was like, no. And they were like trying to fight him because he was trying to steal powers and he just kept going into all and the one for all power, like how it protected him from Saki's like, I can't take your strength. It's weird power. And like Bakugo and how he did it, and you saw the spirits come out because it's not I think the way it works is that those spirits that go in as they add to each person also becomes his individual thing. So if he had to take one, he actually had to take all of them. And he couldn't do it because he only has 9. And the way they had to fight Chimera, and even then they had to do it as a team, but it was so desperate. And what was crazy was when you saw them lose. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. It happens every now and again. It's very rare. This movie did it to me. I actually caught myself starting to tear up. And even though I knew there was a 4th season, it didn't matter. It was so intense and strong. And then when Bakugo and him were like, yo, we can't do this. And he's like, yo, you have to save those kids. And what made it so crazy was like when the dude grabbed the little sister, he's like, I'll snap her neck and stuff. And he was like, no, I'll do it. And he started running and you felt it. Everything. It was like, yo, it was just like your heartstrings was pulling and you were like, no, this kid, it was just wants to be a hero and he will save his sister. And then Deku like kicked him and hit him and he still, the villain was like, oh, you thought that was the reason why I was getting hurt? Oh no, it's because I'm holding back power. I was like, oh no. And the coolest, oh my god, the coolest thing, I'm trying to contain myself so you understand what I'm saying, was when the two of them got their power and he gave him the one for all power to Bakugo, and Bakugo powered up and he was like, and it was like they both went to 100%. He was like, what are you gonna do? And he was like, you need me, because they were tearing each other up. Like the arm was going and it was crazy because Bakugo just used it. He was like, I don't even care. My arm, ow, I don't even care. And I was like, ah. And it was crazy because they started like doing their crazy power-ups and stuff. And Bakugo like heard the hero thing and it was cool because he had his own little moment because he thought it was stupid because, you know, it's Bakugo. And they powered up their hair with like this. It was like they were going Super Saiyan. They had like super moves and all this stuff. And it was just, oh my God, it was so amazing. And you see him just, ah! And he was like, I'll fight you with the embers. And it like, you felt it when he almost lost. And it was like, you felt it right there. And you started to tear up because you felt that. And the dude was like, no, you're not going to have it. And then all of a sudden he was like, no, yes, we are. And then he did that freaking kick and then he didn't have his arms. And he was hitting him. And then the dude, because he could also create the storms. And he was destruction. He's super destruction storms. And it was crazy. And he was tearing up the island. And all of a sudden you just see them. And they're like, no. I was like, yo, look at the power. It was so crazy, and they blew up the sky, and it was just like, and he did the super movies and hit the dude as hard as they could, and then they just powered through it, and he ran up thing and exploded, and it was like so intense and so good, and it was so satisfying, and it was so strong, and it wasn't even just like a power creep. It was like, yo, how are they gonna beat this dude? They have to even them, and they pushed it because he actually pushed this thing to 100%, and it still couldn't do it. And when Bakugo hit his explosion with the nuke thing, and he hit the dude and came through, and he hit him, and then the dude like flew, but they had the villains around from the Villains League and stuff, and it was like how they did it. It was great. So yeah, this movie definitely blew my mind. It put me through the emotions. I had an amazing time watching it, and I hope you get the chance to watch this. I have one more review, and then I'm done for today. With these, I'm probably gonna post a lot of videos up later because I haven't really been posting. So yeah, but man, My Hero Academia blew my mind. Now, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I want to build this community. I want to make it grow to the best that it can be. And this is CSB 853 signing off. And I'll catch you in the next one. And like I said, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I definitely want to hear you guys' conversations. Have you seen the movie yet? What did you think? I personally loved it. But what did you think? I love that discussion to go. And thank you.